introduce yourself, your age, and what you're currently doing, so whether it's work, education or training.
Perfect, perfect. So, hello, my name is Gargan and I'm 23 years old and I'm currently running a freelance photography and videography business and working a little bit with a marketing agency on the side too.
Can you give us some background on you before team, and from that, why team?
100%. So before team I was struggling a lot with my mental health. I was quite, I guess the word is more or less socially inept, like my social anxiety was through the roof. I couldn't hold a conversation without my hands trembling or not being able to make eye contact. And I was kind of going through, I guess, counselling at the same time too. I just dropped out of school, so didn't really have anything going on. And just decided that I had to take a leap to start doing something. And that's when someone approached me with the idea of a team program. I just remember seeing the leaflet, the happy smiley faces on it, and I was like, you know what, I hope I can be like that someday too. And yeah, just from there I just decided to go for it, just to go for it.
Happy days. If you can remember, it's been a while for you, tell us about some of your team experiences, something that sticks with you, or something you thought you'd never do otherwise.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, well I think just at the very beginning of the team, like I didn't even see myself kind of socialising around people, especially in a bit of a smaller group. I always found that quite tough. I was able to kind of speak with my friends one on one, which was fine, but once it kind of came to all the icebreaking tasks, that's when it really helped me open up a lot more and just be myself and not worry about, I guess, just overthinking things and stuff like that. So there's loads of little kind of icebreaker challenges. Remember there was one with the jelly beans, so we were doing some sort of challenge, and then the forfeit was the
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the jelly beans. Basically, the one I had tastes like rotten eggs or something. So it was hilarious. I had that to laugh about, and then I think we ended up making sandwiches or something one day as well. There was like or something like that. But the sandwiches I made came out horrific. Like it just looked like a mush. I don't know how to describe it, but I've got better at making sandwiches since. Like
I'd like to hope so. So on that then, did team go the way you expected, if you had any expectations at all?
Honestly, I don't think I had many expectations. Like I just kind of seen, as I said earlier, the smiles of the people on the leaflet, and I was just hoping that I could, I guess, break a smile myself. And I'd say through the entire team program, I'd done much, much more than that. Literally, the way I would always phrase it was the stepping stones to get my life back on track. And I think the biggest takeaway for me for the team program was almost kind of like going in with no expectations. So I was open-minded to everything that they had to offer and the activities that we were doing. You know, I just went all in with it, no matter how like crazy or funny the challenges were. I was open to them all, and they all really, really, really benefited me.
Fair enough. Okay. When you completed team, it's a big question this one, how did you feel? Was there a sense of achievement, or was there anything else?
Okay, I'd say when I completed the team program, it was almost surreal at the time, because I guess when you kind of go through life and you don't really see the progress you've made, it's hard to say it. But remember when I look back at the beginning of the team, I had the interview with Craig, our team leader, and I couldn't even look him in the eyes. Like my parents were with me and they done all the speaking for me. And from that moment on, just seeing how it benefited me, like socially, was incredible. Like I was able to walk around confidently, talk to people, put a smile on my face was the biggest thing for me. And even from team, then I went straight into work and education again, so that was a massive step for me.
Good. So if you could, you mentioned it at the start a wee bit, but what have you done since completing team?
100%. So
what do you plan on doing more? Sorry.
Yeah, brilliant. So since the completion of team, I was a young ambassador of the Princess Trust for, I believe it was like a year and a half, and that was incredible. You know, as I said previously, not being able to socialise with people, to being able to speak in front of over 100 people was just incredible for me. I never thought I would see myself doing that. But then what I've done since team, I'd say, is I started my own business and just kind of kept working away at that. I went back to education, but just didn't really feel like I fitted in. I struggled academically. I'm a much more practical person, so I went to tech for 1 year on a 2-year course, dropped out, but then realised I need to get back into work. And then through the Princess Trust again with the young ambassador role, I actually met someone who ran a production company, and from there I started helping him out with his productions, films, music videos, doing like behind the scenes photography, and everything kind of snowballed from there. I just kept ticking away at the things that I enjoyed doing, and yeah, I think the team program really helped me kind of find what I was passionate about and kind of hone more into that.
So I guess then, how are things going for you in general?
Yeah, so it's been going very well, very well since. As I said earlier, the team program was definitely the stepping stones for me getting my life back on track, and all the little kind of elements came together like superbly to just help me continue with life. and now I'm much more confident within myself. You know, I'm able to speak to people, hold a conversation without the shaky hands, without struggling to make eye contact, and it's all just, you know, I still get the social anxiety at times, but it's just a way of overcoming it. You know, it's just sticking through it, and then you'll feel 10 times better than you would have if you just kind of avoided it. But yeah, since the team program, it's just everything's been up. Honestly, obviously we all have our ups and downs, but it's still trajecting up, so I can't complain.
This is another big question, I suppose. So if you were to go back, see yourself before team, how different does that version of you look? Has it changed? And what does it mean to you, the journey that you've been on and are continuing to go on now?
100%. So, yeah, honestly, like before team, like I can't even recognise the person I once was. It was just wild to think, like, just, I don't know, the position I was in mentally and everything just wasn't healthy whatsoever. And that kind of took a toll on my physical health too. So even when I look back on like the photos and all that we would take during the team program, I looked completely different too. And from then, like literally from the team program, it gave me the realization of, right, if I want to get my life back on track, I need to sort out everything that's going up in my head, and then that'll kind of help me just proceed on with life. But I'd say, yeah, the person I just, he's unrecognizable compared to where I am now, for sure. But it was all a process, you know. I'd say the team program definitely gives you all the fundamentals to get everything back on track, but it is up to you at the end of the day, because when you come out of the team program, you need to be able to get back on track and just figure out what it is that you're trying to get into, whether that's education, work, and just keep working towards it.
Very good. So, another philosophical question. For these, love these. If you could say something, a message to any young person who's maybe similar to yourself before you did team, who's out there potentially watching or listening, what would that be?
Yeah. So I'd say, that's a very good question. A very good question. I'd say if you're in a position like I was in the past, where you may not be doing anything, or feel like you might be lost, or feel like you're definitely just struggling to not fit in places, definitely reach out to the Oasis team program and get involved, because it will be quite daunting at the start. You know, going into something that you're not comfortable with will definitely be a challenge, but you just have to trust the process and let yourself kind of sink into what really is going on and how you can overcome all these challenges that you're going through in life. And honestly, just keep ticking away at it. You know, you can go, let's say, one step forward and you could take 2 steps back, but that one step forward is all that matters, because you're going to keep going forward anyways, no matter how many times you get setbacks. So just keep at it and just keep ticking away. But if you are seeing the likes of the promotion and stuff on social media, then, and it's intriguing you, just definitely reach out, because the results for me were fantastic. And if I didn't do the team program today, I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now.
I really put that better myself, and it kind of sort of leads into the final question. You kind of already answered it, but in case you want to clarify your answer, it's basically, finally, would you recommend team to anyone currently at home or who's looking for that next step?
100%. So yeah, I would most definitely recommend this team program. The staff who are working here are absolutely incredible, and they're always there for you for any sort of advice that you need, and they will help you to get your life back on track and continue to go to where it is that you want to go. And yeah, no, I couldn't recommend them enough, honestly. Like, it's just been life changing for me, you know. Like, it was, I'd say, nearly 5 or 6 years ago now, but I still think of all the little memories we made on that day. And so much happens on a team program that it is hard to remember everything, but you might see the odd photo or something popping up and you're like, oh yes, we done that, we done this, we done that. And it's just incredible to look back at the memories and just see how far everything's come since then. And I'd say that anyone who is feeling in a position where they are lost or struggling to figure out what it is they want to do, just trust the process and just keep yourself busy and just keep doing something that you get some sort of enjoyment out of. And I'm sure if you join a team program, you will definitely find that.
Ross, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jack.
Amazing interview. Hopefully it inspires some more young people. Keep doing what you're doing.
Brilliant. Thank you. Wunderbar.